Hey, what is going on, YouTube family? It is your main man, Maximilian. I'm back at it again with another game-changing video. If you're new, please subscribe and check out my content. And of course, follow me on Instagram at KingMaxMillion. Without further ado, let me just get to the video. That's true. My time with the New Jersey Devils. The New Jersey Devils. Okay, my voice kind of cracked. I'm not going to do that. Okay. The New Jersey Devils. That's a little bit better. Okay. So, my time with the New Jersey Devils. I was with them for one season. It was this past season that just happened. It was the 2023-2024 season. First and foremost, I'd just like to be very thankful because this was an experience that I'll never forget. The fact that I was being able to represent my home team, New Jersey Devils, is an honor and a privilege. So thank you to Sam Mahone, who hired me. She's a very good woman, and I'm very appreciative of her for giving me the opportunity. Very appreciative to a lot of the co-workers that I worked with. Joe McCarr, Samaj McLeod, Eliza, and yeah. I got a few more, but it's just like, I'm really appreciative to all those that I worked with, and you all made me feel welcomed, and I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go a little bit into detail about what I did there. Again, I'm not a player. I didn't play for the team, but I was a part of something to do with said team. I was a part of the hype team, so the entertainment hype team. What do? We throw out the t-shirts at the game. So whenever you basically go to a New Jersey Devils game and you get the timeout, TV timeout and all, there's a segment that breaks where it goes into, it's time for the t-shirt toss. I'm actually wearing one of those t-shirts, so you can see it right there. Yeah, so that's actually one of the t-shirts that they passed out last season. I'm not with the team no more, so I don't know what the team is gonna look like in terms of like the t-shirts for this season, so please don't ask me. But I really enjoyed my experience there. I will say that a lot of things were a little bit different because I'm coming into a situation where I already did this before. Wait a minute, Max, how does that make sense? You only worked for the team for one season. How's that possible? Well, for those that saw my channel in my last video, at least my last somewhat related video, I worked for the New York Islanders as well. So what I did with the New York Islanders was the exact same position, just for a different team. And that was the first experience I had. So I already had some experience coming into the situation. Again, I had to still try out. They didn't just offer me a spot. I had to try out, had to put in that work and put in that time. We had to shoot t-shirt cannons and all that stuff. Like, yeah, it was a real audition, a real tryout. Had to go there, basically show my agility by running and folding t-shirts and getting the fans excited, the fake fans at the tryout. But without that, I'm just saying it was a tryout, and I basically made it from that experience. So I was very thankful. That's why I thanked my former boss there, Sam Mahone. Really appreciate you. So I just want to say my experience from all of that. This is a little bit different because, like I said, I had experience coming into it. So I really wanted to have a different perspective though. I'll be honest, working in sports is not the easiest thing. I say that politely because working in sports, you really work your tail off. And this is something that I really never spoke to anybody about. But going into this situation, I felt the need to be a little bit more reserved. I loved my experiences, but I felt the need to be a little bit more laid back in a sense because it wasn't a cocky thing. No, not at all. It was more so like I'm confident because I know what this job entails, but at the same time, I don't want to overwork myself. And I gotta be honest, I'm gonna say that as yes. I really felt like from my prior experience with the New York Islanders, I had a great time. Love them to death. Yeah. Really loved that experience that I had. But I gotta be honest, I'm just gonna say from that experience, it really wasn't supposed to be a full-time position, but I basically made it into that. I had a great time though. I made so many connections, so many people I met. Loved being in that UBS arena. I know I'm not trying to do all that. I'm just saying I had a good experience, but the thing is I moved on. And so I still loved doing that job. I was just like, man, how can I still continue to do it? And so the New Jersey Devils opportunity came up. And from that opportunity, I was like, okay, I don't know how this works, meaning I don't know if they'll give me a chance, but hopefully they do. So I went there and went for it, and I basically got in, and I'm very thankful for that. So I got to work for my home state team, the New Jersey Devils. I had a good time. Same thing as before. You basically work as many games as possible. As many games as you're available that they schedule you for. Just make sure you show up, bring your energy, hype up the fans with the crowd signs, and do some t-shirt tosses, talk to the fans, get the fans riled up, and yeah, have a good time. It was a good experience. I really did have a lot that I did. I will say, though, it was a little different because I knew it was about throwing t-shirts. I just didn't know. There's a few things different because every team and every organization is different. So there were a few things that kind of threw me off guard. But at the same time, I'm like, look, it's still the same requirement. You're basically getting the crowd hyped up. You gotta throw those t-shirts. You gotta get them riled up. But with that said, I was with them for one season. So this past season that just happened. And it was a good experience. Saw some players, met some people, and had a good time. With this job, you have to work in terms of not only games, but there are outside experiences that you get to work as well and have the opportunity to work. So what do you mean, Max? What are you talking about? Other than games, there are outside events such as like the Devils might host a watch party and you get to watch an away game at maybe a restaurant and get the fans hyped up. Get the fans hyped up. You get to enjoy yourself, have a good time with some of your fan favorites. Because, like I said, with this job, fans know who you are. So if you're there and you make an impact, fans will remember you. And they'll be like, hey, I remember you from last game. You gave me that t-shirt. Hey, you got another one? So it was a good experience. You just gotta, it's really on the fly. With show business, things are spontaneous. So you just never know what can change like that. And with that said, I did have a really good time. So I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not going to make comparisons, but I really enjoyed my experience with the New Jersey Devils. I like the fact that it was the hometown team, or home state team. I really enjoyed my experience representing Jersey, representing home. And the fact that I was able to not only work home games, but I also had outside connections and opportunities from being in that position. It really does help to know it does something. It makes you available for future opportunities. So if you do a good job there, you might get referred to another position or another position. And it really does help because I made connections from being there. I've made friends, and I'm just very thankful for the people that I met. And so I did name a few people, but I'm really thankful that everybody knew what they were doing. It was run very well, and I just had a good time. So I just want to say thank you to the New Jersey Devils. I didn't want to keep this video super long, but I just feel like with this experience, it was awesome. And I will remember it, and I will say that I had a really good time. So hope you all enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you're new, you like sports, you like content, they did improve their roster this year. So I will say I'm going to be expecting some things. But I just wanted to say thank you to the New Jersey Devils for providing me an opportunity. But yeah, that is the end of the video. Hope everybody's doing well. I would appreciate it if you could hit that sub button. And follow me on Instagram at KingMaxMillion. I make sports content and daily content regarding my life and my quests and my dreams and aspirations. So it would mean a lot if you check out some of my other content from other videos that I made on my channel. But I hope everybody's doing well. Be safe out there. Peace.